All right, it is February and it's been a long time since we've redone our modular city. In fact, today we are upending the entire thing and the kids are going to be reassembling our brand new layout. Let's go. All right, so the kids start putting things together, and of course you have to have quite a few discussions about where different modular buildings are going to go. So they were hashing things out, trying to place some things here and there to figure out what exactly is going to work in terms of good combinations. Now, we've done plenty of combination videos in the past on this channel, but of course, as you're setting it up and you've got all these different modulars, it gets more difficult to figure out exactly how you want to do it. So they're spending quite a bit of time working on that. Now, as they do this, I want to let you know we do have all of the Lego designed modular buildings, the official modular buildings, other than the Market Street. We also have most, but not all, of the Marvel modular buildings, and we do have some custom modular buildings that we'll be showing off to you in this video. So let's get a quick update and see where we're at. All right, so we have the first workings of the city. Looks like we've got the boutique hotel, the Parisian restaurant, the downtown diner, our custom family celebration restaurant right here with our promenade. Now, in the past, we had the town hall back here, but it's looking like we might be changing that up a little bit. We'll see what the kids end up doing, and the Sanctum Sanctorum. Now, I have it on good authority that right here, we are placing our biggest and tallest set, the Daily Bugle, which may need a little bit of reconstruction, but that's okay. We'll be working on that. So it looks like we've got a nice first stretch of road right here. We'll check back in just a few moments. So now they're back at it, and we've got some more sets to put together here in the modular city. And now, of course, what ended up happening with the Daily Bugle is that they accidentally dropped it and it kind of exploded all over the basement floors. I had to pick up all the pieces and take the different chunks and put it back together. So while I was working on that, they continued working on laying out the modular city. And so you can see they've kind of working on different layouts, getting the different city, municipal buildings, museums, all those kinds of things, getting the corners arrayed in the right place. It really is a bit of a challenge to figure out exactly how you want to go about doing it. It looks like they're doing it piecemeal. You can see they're having some wonderful interactions as sisters, and I want to let you know that they do fight quite a bit as sisters, so it's kind of fun to watch them work on something together. Now, one of the difficult things is in a modular city like this, having enough corner buildings. As you might know, Lego comes out with modular buildings every single year, but they only come out with it's a corner followed by two straights and then another corner. And so it seems like we're always looking for more corner buildings, especially since some of the other custom modulars that we have are straight buildings, and sets like the Botanical Garden that you see there is a straight building. Another challenge that I think they were running into is how do you put some of the smaller buildings like that X mansion that they're working on right now next to other buildings? What is it going to look good next to? And how do you fit the lower profile some of those buildings with some of the other sets? You'll notice it looks like they're putting the museum behind the X mansion, where they are similar lengths. So that is an interesting decision. I'm curious to see how that looks when we put all of these things together. Now, there are just a couple more modulars for them to hash out, and it looks like they're getting those placed, including the green grocer and some custom modular buildings. All right, so we have our next update right here. Now, we've got a pretty good layout. We're going to give you a tour, but as you can see here, we have to fix our Daily Bugle, so that's going to be rising up here as our big skyscraper. Looks like you've got that next to the X Mansion, so keeping the Marvel modulars in a row right there. So that's definitely a little preview of what we've got coming for you. But before we show you the whole thing, we actually have some more roads to build. So we'll show you that and then unveil the new city. Excited?
Yes.
All right, let's do that. Our streets are custom built. We use a lot of 1x2 tiles in black, and they are parts intensive. That also means they're a little bit pricey. So I'm always looking for good deals on 1x2 tiles on Bricklink or somewhere else. And usually I'm able to find them for about anywhere from 3 to 5 cents per tile. In this particular case, I was able to find a really good deal with 1x2 tiles for 3 cents a pop. Now what we do is we then take, you can see these lime green plates. We take 6x10 or 6x10 plates. That way we can get some good length out of them, and then we put them all together. So we do some overlapping on the studs. That way we can get everything locked in and relatively sturdy. We do line everything on the edge with white 1x2 tiles. And in the middle, we've got this little median going through that's grassy and has a combination of flowers and trees. So it's really a lot of fun to put together, and getting this street nailed down is just a lot of fun. Placing those last trees, placing those last flowers. I really enjoy doing that. And when you see the whole thing, I'm going to show you a little bit of a sweep of this in just a little bit, but it is really, really good to take a look at, and it looks fantastic in the city, as we're about to show you. Now, I also want to spend a little bit of time telling you about just how I come about looking for pieces for this and ordering them. Why do we choose lime green? Well, the lime green underneath of these 1x2 tiles, it's not going to be seen, so it doesn't matter what color they are. So whenever I'm ordering pieces, if I find a really good deal on 1x2 tiles, I look for the cheapest 6x10, 6x12 plates at that particular bricklink store, and anything that's around 15, 20 cents I will snag. In this case, there were quite a bit of lime green. Now here is an overall sweep of the street, and it's in the studio lights, it's really shiny, but I love how it looks. And we've got those flower bowls and the trees. I think it just looks absolutely fantastic. And we've got one more stretch to go on before now moving to the next section. Now this is a promenade. We built half the promenade a little bit ago. Now we're adding to it. And what we do is we do a little pattern, again, 1x2 tiles, but we use a little checkered type pattern just with the dark orange, so that there's a little bit of rotation in those 1x2 tiles. It's a really cool pattern, and you'll see a little bit more of a close-up shot of that when we go through the overall tour of the city. We also added some custom benches, and we put in that corner kiosk as well as some flower gardens. And of course, Autumn's going to tell you a little bit about our color combination and the poll that you all helped us with the colors. We are back with everything complete to give you just a little bit of a swoop of our city, and I'm joined by Autumn, who is going to give us a brief tour starting with this front street right out here. Autumn, what do we got going on?
We have the X Mansion and the Botanical Garden and this park, which makes a really nice like sidewalk connections.
Let's go ahead and get a little zoom up here. We do really like the X Mansion to the Botanical Garden flow, as well as into this Chinese Lunar New Year set. Okay, what else we got going on?
We have the road, and then we have the
check out this road all the way down to the promenade. That's pretty sweet. And then Autumn, we got the Palace Cinema.
Yeah, and then we have the police station with, of course, my favorite part, the donut shop.
Naturally.
And the little newspaper stand, and we have
this is the detective's office.
The detective's office and
Al's barbershop.
Barbershop.
Huh? Okay, I'm going to get a quick view down this whole street, just like this, so you can kind of see how long that is. And zoom in like right there. Yeah, look at that. That's a beautiful view all the way down the street. All right. Let's move on. What do we got going down this main street? Check this out. I love this view. All the way down with the tree lines. Ooh, that's nice, isn't it?
There's a tree without leaves. And, of course, we have the bank and the Boutique Hotel. Yeah. And we have here the Parisian restaurant, the downtown diner, and the Lunar New Year restaurant.
Yeah, I'm going to come around here and get a really good view of this street. Just like this, looking down our main street right here with all of those modulars and our custom modular based on the family reunion celebration. And we'll talk about this beautiful promenade in just a moment. But we have, of course, this other side of the street to go through. Yeah, why don't you tell us about this one?
The bank, the fire station, the town hall with the magenta frog.
No, we got to put a magenta frog on the top there.
Yeah, that's their logo.
That's the logo, okay.
And the
Grand Emporium.
Grand Emporium.
Which I really like how sitting there on that corner with that yellow taxi pulling out. I think that's a really good look, personally. Now let's do this other side of the street. And we'll start over here with the newest addition, right, to our modular city. I got to get a good view of it right here. Yeah, we got
Tudor Corner.
Yeah, doesn't it look good there?
Yeah, and it kind of is similar to the Boutique Hotel with like the angles.
It is, yeah.
And our custom modular music shop.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, this is the downtown flower and design shops from the Friends line that we turned into a custom modular building. And it's pretty big. These are two separate buildings. We got the furniture shop here, the design shop, and then we've got the flower shop here connected to the park. So that's one modular, that's 48 studs. And then we got this 32 stud furniture shop right here. But that's kind of like a little row of custom modulars right there. I do kind of like that. Maybe wish I had a little bit more on the roof of the music shop, but that's okay. All right, so we're gonna switch places because you and I are gonna do the other side of the street right here. It looks like we've got a 16 gap right here on this far edge. We can put a small modular.
Yeah, if we got like a half modular or something.
Yeah.
We have the jazz club with the pizzeria and Batman, apparently.
And Batman.
We have the
pet shop. And we do have the other part of the Chinese Spring Lantern Festival park right there as well. So that's a nice little addition next to the pet shop in case somebody wants to get a pet and then walk their bunny rabbit through the park.
And we have the very tall Daily Bugle.
Check that out. That's one of our newest additions. We're going to be reviewing this set in a little bit, but it's a really fun set to build. And of course, next to that,
Sanctum Sanctorum.
Yeah, there we go. Now let's talk about the promenade, Autumn. You and I just finished building this a few moments ago. What do you want to tell us about that?
We have the corner kiosk with its little stand. We have these matching flower gardens.
And tell us what happened with those.
Well, we were debating between red and pink or yellow and pink. So we did a poll and pink and yellow won.
It was pretty decisive. It was like 75-25%. That's just the winner, clear winner is the yellow and pink. And a lot of you commented like, hey, come on, guys. Red and pink don't go together.
Exactly.
Clearly, yellow and pink is the way to go. So, who was right on that one?
Me.
Don't get too cocky. All right, why don't you tell us maybe a little more about this promenade?
We have a Chinese restaurant cart with, looks like a boxed meal or something. Dumplings and noodles, maybe?
Okay, and then we have benches, right?
Yes, and
then we got this newsstand, and this newsstand we actually have right here on a jumper plate, dark orange jumper plate, of course, with a 1x1 round stud that we can place that on right there nice and securely, huh? All right, so why don't you tell us what we got going down this street?
we have the house from the bookstore.
Yeah.
We have the very big
Assembly Square.
Assembly Square, and we have Corner Cafe.
Yeah, the original, the OG modular building, the one that got us all started here. And then on this side, ooh, check this out. We've got more dark orange. We've got the dark orange promenade and the dark orange of the corner garage, huh?
And we have, after the corner garage, we have the other half of the bookstore, the actual bookstore. We have another little house.
The bricks, the brownstone apartments from the pet shop modular.
And we have our big museum.
Mm-hmm.
And
last but never least, we've got the green grocer. And it's kind of interesting because, you know, we spent a lot of time going over combinations of different modular buildings. And in the end, it really just kind of comes together however you want to do it. Now, we do have some street left to put in here. We got some minifigs from the Daily Bugle that we haven't put up, but we got to get some more supplies for our trees and for our roads. That's going to be coming up in a future update. So this right here is a nice sweeping view of our modular city. It's called New Chagrin because we live in that area of Northeast Ohio in the United States. Autumn, what do you think?
it's pretty cool.
But are we going to make some changes to it?
Yes.
What changes would you want to make? Give us one change that you would want to make.
Add in the animals and movie characters.
Animals and movie characters, there you go. So thanks for checking out our city update. I love this view right here from the street to the promenade. I think it's fantastic. Let us know what you think about it in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and always remember to
Keep building
together.